Oh, guys, welcome to the class of communication systems and technology. So, we are going to start with this subject, and subject name is communication systems and technology. So, first of all, course description. This course introduces the basics of communication system. Means what is communication system? And then this is the basic course that is intended to provide the fundamentals of communication, components of communication model, modulation techniques, multiplexing, and basic of information theory. Means in this course, basically we cover about the fundamentals of communication and components which are used in communication model, and then modulation techniques like FM, AM means frequency modulation, amplitude modulation, phase modulation, and then multiplexing, and then demultiplexing. After that, a little bit introduction about information theory. This course also aimed at building a comprehensive foundation of analog and digital communication and digital signal processing. Means you cover both analog and digital communication in this course as well as digital signal processing. This course covers a deep insight into the modulation techniques of both analog and digital communication. Means we cover in deep modulation techniques, different modulation techniques, either analog modulation techniques as well as digital. In digital, we have QPSK, PSK, means shift kings, and in analog communication, basically we have different modulation techniques like um, amplitude modulation, frequency modulation, and then phase modulation. So that was about course. Now about instructor. So in this course, me myself means engineer Izhar Hussain is your instructor. Designation was lecturer electronics engineering technology, the Benazir Bhutto Shahid University of Technology and Skill Development, Khairpur Meers. So virtual officers are basically Monday to Wednesday from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. Virtual officer means you can contact with me in these hours. Uh, Source of communication is for this course is virtual Google Classroom, means I can share material and each and everything, quizzes, assignments, as well as short questions by using virtual Google Classrooms. And then we have live sessions, means synchronous sessions, that is by using Zoom application. And then this is email ID izharusen at bbsutsc.edu.pk. Means if you have any query, you have any question, then you may email me, or my cell phone number is 0332902393. If you have any question, if you want to ask a question by message, by WhatsApp, or maybe via call, so you may call me in virtual officers from Monday to Wednesday 12 to 3 p.m. So the course learning outcomes. What are the course learning outcomes? Means course learning outcomes of communication systems and technology. So the first CLO is basically understand the basics of communication model and components of communication system. Means in this one we cover basics of communication model, means what is communication model, and then components which are used in communication model, means we understand the basics of each and every component used in communication model. After that we have CLO2, that is basically analyze signals in analog and discrete time using MATLAB. Means we analyze signals in analog as well as in discrete time, but we analyze the signals by using MATLAB, and that is basically known as sampling. And then the third CLO of the course is basically investigate the effect of varying amplitude, frequency, phase of the carrier signal in modulation techniques. Because in modulation techniques we have carrier signal, so we investigate the effect of varying amplitude of carrier signal, frequency of carrier signal, as well as phase of carrier signal. And then the last CLO 4, understand the basics of digital communication and multiplexing. Means what is digital communication, and then the technique of multiplexing. So in this course, there are some assessment instruments. The assessment instruments for this course is class performance and presentation participation. Let's suppose you have 100% marks in this course. So the from 100, 10% is totally relies on class performance and participation or presentation, and 10% on assignments, 10% on quizzes, and 30% midterm examination, and 40% final examination. So from instruments means assessment instruments, first is class performance and participation or presentation. So post in virtual classroom from your side. Virtual classroom is basically Google Classroom. So that is counted as a uh, in class participation. If you post something on Google Classroom, so that is basically counted as a your participation in class. Or the discussion forums are valuable comments on the different posts in virtual classroom. If a student posts something in Google Classroom or teacher posts something in Google Classroom, then you discuss on that particular post or you give the comments on that post. That is also considered as a class participation. After that, peer reviewed assignments. Some assignments assigned to you, they are basically peer reviewed. Means one student can check the assignment of another student, and other student, and other student can check the assignment of his or her classroom. And then ungraded interactive questions means some questions are basically ungraded. There is no any grade assigned on that instant of time, but they have weightage in class performance. And then presentations may be live presentation on Zoom or on Google Meet or any other software or Skype, or presentation may be recorded presentation, means you give the presentation or you record your video and send to the class or share a link of that particular video. The presentation may be live or recorded video. Okay, second one is basically assignments. This is also second assessment instrument. Assignments are graded assignments with due dates. All assignments are graded, and then 2 or 3 base assignments will be counted for final sessional grades from that particular 10%. So the assignments for this whole course, assignment 1 is basically comparison between types of signals. Assignment 2 is draw communication model and explain each component of communication model. Assignment 3, case study of digital and analog communication. And assignment 4, types of modulation. And assignment 5, information theory. So these are 5 assignments. These assignments assigned to you as our course week by week, means when we go forward in the course, and then assignments will be assigned to you on particular dates. So now third part of assessment instrument is quizzes. So quizzes clearly linked with CLOs, means you have 4 CLOs, so maybe quizzes are 4 or maybe 5. So quizzes are clearly linked with CLOs, will be taken before or after the midterm examination of semester. Some quizzes, 1 or 2 quizzes may be taken before midterm, and 2 or 3 quizzes taken after midterm examination. So 2 best quizzes will be counted for final sessional grades. So after these quizzes, 2 best quizzes will be counted for your sessional grades. So quizzes can be online, can be offline, but most probably quizzes will be online. So midterm examination or final examination, basically 30% of midterm examination and 40% final examination in assessment instrument. So examination either midterm or final scheduled by examination department from the university. So recommended books for this particular course is Communication Systems. It's the title of book by Simon Hacken. And then edition is latest, and source BBCTSD library, means this book is available in the university's library, or you can contact with the librarian for a book in the soft copy. Reference material, the main reference material is book, that is Linear System and Signals by BP Rathi and Oxford Pakistan edition. So the source of this book is also a library of university, the BBS University of Technology and Skill Development, Capamis. And then lecture notes or slides or readings. So lecture notes, slides, and readings uploaded with the passage of time on Google Classroom. Now, online web resources. The online web resource is basically MIT Open Courseware. So you can take the material, you can get the help from MIT Open Courseware. So this is link given in this slide. So you can take help from this website. Thank you. So it's all about this course, communication systems and technology. So hope that we will enjoy in this course, and inshallah we will learn a lot of things in this particular course. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.